Hey, everybody. Welcome back to a special edition of Fresh Crack Friday. I'm Mike. He's Jimmy. Just kidding. You guys know.
Happy Halloween, buddy.
Yes.
And it's your favorite time of year.
I just couldn't be happier that it's pumpkin spice latte time. There's already Christmas decorations on sale at the store. It is just fall at its finest. But we've got something unique today.
And you brought it.
Yes. So, Mrs. Bottom Shelf Jim did a little shopping in one of her recent travels and picked up this bottle of Payne Black. Sight unseen. She knows very little about the world that we live in. Yeah. She took a recommendation from a store owner.
Really?
Highly, they just got it in. They said it came from Florida, whatever their distributor was. So I think it's kind of reaching the Kansas areas, but hadn't seen it before. She thought the bottle was cool, thought we might like it. So,
and knowing how big of ghouls and ghosts and Halloween fan you are, she said, I must buy this.
I know. It's, I try to drop a bunch of hints about the stuff I do kind of want her to buy.
Well,
no, this one, I'm excited all the same.
I passed on this yesterday at the liquor store. And then you told me last night,
cosmic timing.
Check this out. Hey, the wife bought me something. I'll send it to you when I get back to the campsite.
Yep.
And you sent the text, said, yeah, this Payne. And I said,
yeah,
we are fresh cracking that bitch.
Got to.
For October. So welcome to a very special edition.
I know nothing.
Payne Black.
I know nothing about this. I think Mike Googled it a little bit. I don't know.
So the story is that it is a blended whiskey, 90 proofer, and it is.
Pay no attention to me trying to miserably poke the plastic off of this thing while Mike gives you a description.
It is blended or infused. I'm sorry, infused with black currant.
And what's unique about black currant?
Well, funny you should ask, Jimmy. Black currant is apparently a tart berry that has only been allowed, legally speaking, to be grown here in the United States since 2003 because of, I guess, it did negative shit to the logging or forestry industry.
Pretty substantial, really.
Yeah. Well, have you seen the price of 2x4s lately, for Christ's sakes?
Yes. We're going to have to go off camera for a minute. This thing came with instructions. There's a fancy little gargoyle head that ends up being the pourer. This is where you do the stop motion. Like a condom.
There's a knife over there.
Nobody uses those. Oh, I got it. Oh, yeah. Brute strength wins once again. Yeah. So yeah, it comes with partially, the cool thing about this is the pourer is this extraordinarily Halloween-esque gargoyle type figure.
So the bottle is actually, I very much dig it.
And that's the selling point. It might taste great too. I'm already, I'm intrigued because of all of the things that.
Yeah.
This channel doesn't do a lot of this. We do some throwaway stuff. We've done some others.
It's a Florida whiskey. I guess they've only been around for about 3 years. So that means, they're not disclosing where they're sourcing this stuff
they're trying
from,
to be all magical and mysterious.
If it is their own stuff, it clearly can't be more than 3 years old. But let's just assume this is a blended infused whiskey. It is, however, 90 proof, which is not exactly a real joke because a lot of flavored infused type whiskeys are super low proof. But
let me see if this will pour. The pleasure of pain.
Oh.
If this works
look at that.
Isn't that fancy? All right, you guys get some style points for your design here. I kind of thought, this might be what happens later. A sign of things to come. Looking like this guy.
Yeah.
That was not scientific. We may or may not have the same amounts, but here's to trying new things, and here's to Mrs. Bottom Shelf trying to expand our palates a little bit. She will never watch this video, but we're gonna.
She might.
She might if we tag her in this
actually
one. She
shared one of our videos like last week. Said, check us out.
This is how the fame train starts.
That's right. Listen, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Have you had the Payne Black?
Yeah. Is it just new to our area, or have you guys been talking about it for a year and we're behind the times?
I don't hate the nose.
No, it's actually kind of cool so far.
I'm kind of liking it.
Taking a leap. That's
is syrupy.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's tart. Woo. Okay, well, if a black currant is a tart berry, there you go.
Yep.
But it is.
Wow.
It is viscous.
It's like cough medicine.
Yes.
Kind of, Robitussin-esque flavor.
Okay. Well, it's hard to. I mean, we should have done this in clear.
It's a very dark. It looks like it's a sweet caramel. Something, but
it's a dark berry. All right,
yeah. Hang on.
We're gonna get some clear Glens
cut away
just to see what the what this looks like.
Mr. George, how much you pay for the new guy? $20. No good.
All right, hey, welcome back. We just put this bad boy into some clear Glens, and I mean that's almost red. Well, I don't know what the hell a black currant looks like, but it's.
This is the definition of the blind leading the blind. We didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
We don't know some of the ingredients. So
okay, in researching black currant, it is a tart berry.
And it
absolutely
lives up to that 100%.
It transfers into the whiskey. It's super oily, viscous, neat. This is a no bueno. This is not good. So, Jimmy, how do you normally drink your whiskeys?
I normally drink them on an ice cube or two. I like to be able to kind of let it marinate.
Perfect. I'm glad you said that. Let's add some ice cubes.
Hey, hot damn. This is not set up for film at all. Thank you, sir.
There's even a little water in
there.
there.
We're going to need all that. Let's give that a minute.
So,
this is the section
of the
show.
Though? Let's just talk about your wife.
My wife.
Good for her.
Yeah.
She was thinking about you.
I think that's where the heartfelt stuff comes in. She could have killed it. She could have bought me a dud. She saw something cool and the store owner was trying to push it. So
now, those who watch the channel that actually personally know us may know this, but your wife and me are
oftentimes
the sisters.
Mm-hmm.
We are the girls of the group, and Jimmy and my wife,
Mrs. Thin Blue Whiskey, and I often
are
backseat drive.
Yeah,
what's going on?
They're the husbands of the group. They're the ones that typically try to put the kibosh on anything stupid that Steph and I want to do.
We're the fun police.
Yeah,
oftentimes.
You are. And we have gone on many international vacations together, and it generally ends up with you and my wife wrangling us back in. The fact that she stepped out way outside is well, it's not surprising. Yeah. But great. This is cool.
I couldn't be happier. It's the thought that counts. This may end up. Maybe it'll age a little bit.
Now, off camera, I did say I think ice might save this.
Yeah.
Because it's just too thick.
So,
it is so cough syrupy, oily.
Maybe that's why she bought it. She's got a persistent cough. Maybe I'll try to sell her on some of this stuff.
Yes.
COVID cure. Whatever this new round is, this is going to be the saving grace.
It's already. Look at the color difference just by adding the.
Let's see if your scientific method proves out here.
It tones the nose down, way down.
It does. I mean, it is still very sweet, but it's cut in half. from that initial hit
Yeah.
from before.
It's still a tart. It's still
Yeah.
very tart. There is we talk a lot about time and place.
Mm-hmm.
There is a time and place for this. And
Ooh.
I can tell you right now that this, after a Thanksgiving or Christmas meal as a dessert, you have to add water and ice. You have to cut it. This straight is not going to be your jam.
You'll drive your audience away pretty quickly. Unless you are standing around the cauldron with the rest of your witches. You know, this might be your thing. But you got to knock this thing down a couple of
I think if you put this with some type of dinner roll or bread or can't have anything with it's got to be some. I think
drink on an empty stomach.
Yeah,
definitely not.
Yeah, don't do that.
To your credit, the ice cubes and that little bit of water I put in this one, the color has changed, the note has changed. It's really strong.
Yeah, it's still very tart. It's not near as just like mouth-coatingly viscous, cough syrupy thing going on with the ice and the water. You have to put that in there. It's just not good without it.
So to flip that though, if you are into sweets, which I am not, again, bottom shelf Jim, super dry whiskeys ordinarily, super, kind of bottled and bond, higher proof. This, if you're into the sweets, and we've done a handful of them on the channel before, again, pairs well with a dessert or an ice cream menu if you're into that whole thing.
I think this, honestly,
it's getting better. Like if you had like a butterscotch ice cream, or I don't even know.
Or just a vanilla ice cream.
Just something to kind of knock it down and take your palate.
This
would be all right.
I've had rhubarb pie one time in my entire life.
Ugh.
And it's been so long ago, so my memory of a rhubarb pie, but I'm pretty sure rhubarb is kind of like that tarty,
that goofy, weird. Yeah. We say weird a lot, and this one falls into that category.
Yeah. But it fits into that category of what would pair good with a rhubarb pie. Mm-hmm. And I think if you were to stick some vanilla ice cream, just vanilla ice cream with this, I think you might have a winner.
You might. And I feel like this one's going to come back when Jay is able to kind of rejoin the triumvirate here, because one, Jay likes a bunch of weird stuff, and Jay drinks a lot of sweeter drinks than what I do. So maybe he'll have another kind of take, but
it's getting even better the longer that ice sits and melts.
Yep.
It gets cold, it gets watered down.
We just need to cut this and step on it with some other stuff, and it'll kind of knock some of the high notes out of it. But couldn't be happier that this was a gift to me. Like I said, Mrs. Bottom Shelf really took a flyer on this one.
Yeah.
We're coming into the time of year, and again, we're in a climate-controlled basement. If you were around, a Halloween-y bonfire, costume party, this would probably,
still with ice and water.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Don't drink. Don't feed your friends out of the gargoyle's mouth. But maybe it's not. It's like the wintertime version of Senior Frogs. Just throw that shit down somebody's face.
If you were going to try and make yourself drink and like this with no ice and water, it would have to be damn cold outside.
Yeah. And again, maybe so if it's, you're not exactly taking this to the hunting lodge with your buddies, but it's certainly a cold weather spirit.
Dude, Jimmy, the longer that ice sits, and
look at how much different the color is compared to when we started.
I am saying, let the ice melt. Let it just do its thing.
It takes a lot of it almost tastes artificially sweet, and then you just get whatever that black currant, like you said, it's a very tart. You get that a little bit, but hey, it's still 90 proof. It's still pretty cool.
The bottle kicks ass.
Yeah, the design and the
unless you are not a Halloween fan.
Boo.
You love pumpkin spice. I was drinking an Oktoberfest earlier.
I know.
And you made fun of me.
Mike is already, as soon as the NFL starts, he just immediately swings. It was still like 100 degrees not too many days ago here, so we're not in the fall just quite yet. But this is definitely Halloween. It's definitely ghoulish and kind of creepy,
I think it retails about 60, 65. I don't know what Miss
I don't know.
Bottom Shelf paid. I'm going to
She won't tell me,
assume
and that's
that
probably fine.
it's
Yeah.
around that.
But you pay for some of the cool stuff. I mean,
The presentation,
the
knocks it out.
pewter pourer on top is probably $30.
Yeah, I would say give it a shot.
You know what?
$65.
Take a
Listen,
chance. If nothing else, this is going to look kick ass on your shelf.
yeah, that's true.
That's probably where it's going in mine.
It's hard for me to recommend it at 65, but I think with the ice, and if you make this a fall/winter drink, I think you might enjoy it.
You might.
And especially if you kind of maybe try to pair it with some type of food, which we are clearly not. I think this could be very enjoyable.
I think so. And again, tell us, did it hit your area? Have you seen this? Do you want to, as we get into the actual October, November months, and maybe we're missing something here. We're always soliciting feedback from our loyal fans. So
yeah, let us know what you think. Have you had it? Have you contemplated buying it? Does this review at all help you in your purchasing decision? Let us know.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Fresh Crack Friday. This is a good one.
It's finally getting into those cooler months that are serious brown water months.
We are getting into whiskey season.
Those.
Yeah, buddy.
So we'll see you next time right here at Thin Blue Whiskey.